Hey guys, it's Gwen Fox, and I am thrilled that you're here. And who am I? Well, I'm an artist just like you. I am an art coach, and I'm a teacher. And today what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to get a glow. You know, that wonderful glow in your painting that you just love when you see it in others and you wonder how you do it, how they do it. I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. But first, I do have a great announcement. And that announcement is this. We're going to start the group coaching again at the end of this month. Now, I've got to make sure I've got this right. Go on my website, gwenfox.com, go to coaching, and it's under group coaching, and you'll get to see what it is. The group coaching is a very, very small group, because I want small. I want you to get a lot of one-on-one. I want you to grow. It's going to be for 5 months, 10 sessions. And it starts, let's see, I have 2 sessions for you to choose from. So you can go on and get all the information, but just so you know, the first one is the 28th of this month. It's a Wednesday, and we start at 10 o'clock. The second one is the following Saturday, which is the 31st, and that one we have at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, both times are Mountain Time, so just so you know. I would love to have you. The people that were in it the last time grew in leaps and bounds. It was wonderful. It was great. So if you're interested, sign up, because it fills fast because there's a small amount of people allowed in the group. Because as I say, I want to be able to know you, what you need, and how to help you. So now let's get to getting a glow in your paintings. How do you do it? I'll see you there. Okay, here's how we're going to start. I have 3 transparent colors. This is just a darker version of this one. These are in acrylic, and I am going to do in oil, just because that's what I have available at the moment. So now, this is a transparent color, as I've said. In order to have a glow, you need to have the transparent down on your white paper or on your white canvas, because it reflects out and it causes this to be very glowy once you put an opaque around it or next to it. Now, I will do this quite often. I have got the yellow. So instead of me kind of thinking, I know what's the opposite, but this is kind of in the middle. It's more up here. So it's going to be a blue violet that I'm going to put around this. So if I do that, now I've got a violet here, and I've got a violet, but I've got to add a little white and a touch of black to tone it down a little bit. The tone is going to make it much better. Now, let's just put this along here. And see how this does. Why do I want an opaque next to this? Because the opaque is going to really enhance this transparent. Now, look at that. This actually glows. This actually glows. So when I am going to paint something, I'm going to need to remember that. Now, what am I going to do here? I'm going to, this is in between a red and violet. So it's going to be a green. Let's see if this works. May not. It is going to work. I think it's going to need a little bit more muting. I think that's a little bright, but maybe it won't be. But look how this glows. All right, now I've got this color. What am I going to do here? So this is a turquoisey blue. I'm going to do an orange. All right, so now let's see if this works. Now, if you're painting something, you're not going to have it around like this. You're not going to have that. You know, the other thing you can do, and that is you can put that, leave some windows. Then you could come in and do this. Now, I don't think it shows up really well with that. So let's do this. I think the golden color is going to be prettier. Let's now do the green. But do you see how this really helps? This gives interest. Now, I think, to be very honest with you, I don't care for this at all. But that's okay. I really like this one, and I like this one. I think these are both good. But now, that's thing you can do. And that is, you can put that, leave some windows. Then you could come in and do this. Now, I don't think it shows up really well with that. So let's do this. I think the golden color is going to be prettier. Let's now do the green. But do you see how this really helps? This gives interest. Now, I think, to be very honest with you, I don't care for this at all. But that's okay. I really like this one, and I like this one. I think these are both good. This is all transparent colors. So let's just see what we can do here. Now, what am I doing? I am playing. And I'm going to get out some more white, because I've run out of white. I'm going to play here and see what I can make. See if I could make something of this. Without any pattern, without any idea of what I'm doing. I don't want this line right there. That line is very distinctive. And so you've got to make sure that your line, now see, this is on watercolor paper, 300-pound watercolor paper. So it's going to absorb the oil paint quite a bit, because I did not gesso it. I just left it because I wanted you to see this color. Now, let's bring this out. Let's have this glow. It's going to be really weird to have this like this because it's soaking up so well, so much. Now, I don't want a whole lot of this. You know, you're saying, boy, I don't understand what she's doing. Well, you know what? This is playtime. Playtime. Just playtime. That's all I'm doing is play. And you need to play, because this may give you some ideas, and it may not. But the thing is the most important question to ask. And if you do the coaching with me, the group coaching that I just talked about, the most important question to ask when creating is, what if? What if? Now, look here. I've got this shape, and guess what? They are very close to the same size. So what will I do? I will cause that to so right there. Now, I need some darks. I need a few darks here and there. Am I trying to make a painting? Actually, no. I am just playing. I'm trying to figure out what on earth can I do with this to kind of show you how this glows because of the opaque next to it. Even the white helps it to glow. See if I can get a mat and maybe put over this, because you can't really tell things if it's not in a mat. I mean, this is all busy. So I am going to, you know, I love green, so I'm going to put some green in here. Why? Because I want to. Because of this, because this is glowing, this is a transparent, this is an opaque, this is an opaque, this is also opaque. So it shows off, it makes this glow. You guys have got to decide which one is the best, or we could even have it like this, or we could have it like that. We have been playing, but the key here is this. The key is that this glows because of the opaque. It's opposite of the color wheel, but this opaque also makes this glow. This is really important when you want to glow, because this is gorgeous. Well, I hope that helped. Don't forget, check out the group coaching, and I would love to see you there. And by the way, if you have any questions, just put a comment. I will get back with you, or email me, and I will be glad to set up a time to talk to you about it or answer any questions that you might have. So anyway, I will see you next week. Love ya. Bye.